before I dive in. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Pretty big day in America. Congratulations, President Joe Biden and Vice President Camille Harris. That's all I'm going to say on politics. It's about as far as I go. Sorry, guys. I was going to get involved with politics a little bit now. It's not my thing. It just isn't. So I rely on other people for that kind of stuff, for things that I may not be aware of, right? So, because my passion is recovery, helping other people. So I don't care who the president is. It doesn't affect me. Because they ain't helping me. I don't care who's been in office. So, I hope everybody's having a good day. So I haven't even looked at the daily reflection yet because I wasn't sure how long this was going to take. So my reflection today is, because I see a lot of this out there, and it really has to do with relapse. People are saying relapse is not a part of recovery, and you are absolutely 100% correct. It is not a part of your recovery. It is a part of your sobriety. Do we not learn that there's a difference between sobriety and recovery? Are you sober or are you in recovery? Listen to these two lines. I've been sober for almost 5 years. For 5 years, I've been in recovery. Right? I still say it. Because it's just a word. Yeah, I'm almost 5 years sober. Yay, blah, 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 blah. Right? But you got to think of it a different way. Okay. If you are past step 3, you are no longer in sobriety. You are in recovery, my brother. Okay. So take that on. There is a big difference between sobriety and recovery. Okay. And it has to do with doing the work. A couple of different types, right? Some people quit, right? They just quit and they're miserable the rest of their lives. My mother-in-law is like that. Yeah. She quit drinking like 20 years ago. Man, whew. I would not want to live my life in that much anger. I just wouldn't. This is how I usually describe it. Good morning, Brenda. Caught you off guard today. I'm sorry. My bad. Let's say you have a drunk horse thief. You guys hear me say this all the time, or you don't, because I don't know. Either you listen or you don't, right? You sober them up. What do you have? You have a sober horse thief who can steal a little bit better than they used to, right? Recovery is about changing all the different things that go on inside this body of yours and what happens in your brain, the trauma. If you really want to hear what recovery is about, go listen to my last podcast. Michelle was, whew, everybody just blows me away, man. I love it. They just blow me away. I've been listening to people's stories since 1989, and I still get, it still happens, man. All right. Must be my thing, right? Everybody kind of likes to do things their way, and podcasts or stories kind of my thing. I like them. I like hearing about them. I like reading about them because then you have the people involved and things like that. And I'm kind of an empathic person. So once you start feeling happy, I feel happy, and then I can carry it on, things like that. So, that's some cool stuff, right? So that's one kind of type of sobriety. May we have another type of sobriety where you are in AA. Okay. If you are in steps 1, 2, or 3, I punched a tree like 8 years ago, I still can't. There we go. All right. Steps 1, 2, and 3. I'll never be able to. There you go. You're still in the sobriety portion of the program because there is no action involved in what you're doing yet. There's no physical action. There's no pen to paper. There's not really any homework. I assign my guys homework, but it's just reading homework and looking at stuff that they agree with. So I'm kind of tricky that way. So do you want to be sober or do you want to be in recovery? You're going to ask yourself that, man. Because there is a difference, okay? And it surprises me that there's a lot of people out there that don't know that there's a huge difference between the two, okay? All right. So daily reflection is going to be a surprise to me too. I'm just going to open up ODAT and now go to daily reflections. It gives me a page to read. We're 20th, January 20th, right? We pause and ask. As we go through the day, we pause when agitated or doubtful and ask for the right thought or action. Man. Wondering who needs to hear this. Page 87. It's probably either me or Brenda that needs to hear this today. Even if I don't think I need to hear something that day, I still take it. You know, these are supposed to be a guide, guys, about, helping, focusing on the particular thing during the day. And that helps you get through the day and it helps you become, or both. And it helps you through the day. So, we might do both. Depends on how much Dion yaks. So we're on page 87. And, we're probably going to be reading the other part too. In thinking about it, this is a good place to start. In thinking about our day, we may face indecision. Maybe you hurt somebody. Maybe you felt like you said something that maybe you could have said a little bit better or something. Or maybe you were just a complete asshole that day. We may not be able to determine which course to take. Here we ask God for inspiration, intuitive thought or decision. We relax and take it easy. We don't struggle. And I'm going to tell you what, because you're going to want to apologize like immediately, but take a few minutes because your verbiage is going to change. I guarantee you, if you think on it for a little bit and wait for God to answer, your verbiage is going to change. I guarantee you. Okay. Even though your intentions probably aren't going to change, the way you say it is. We are often surprised how the right answers come after we have tried this for a little while. Yes, you got to practice it. Practice, practice, practice. What used to be a hunch or an occasional inspiration gradually becomes a working part of the mind. So we do get to a point where we can do things like make critical decisions fairly quickly. And good ones. Because we're utilizing our correct will of that omnipotence. Did I say it right? Damn it. Okay. Being still inexperienced and having just made a conscious contact with God, it is probable that we're not going to be inspired at all times. We are not inspired at all times. I wish we were inspired at all times because it's a really nice, fun feeling. But that's not how life works. Okay, we have varied emotions throughout the day. And just on Saturday, I went to the meeting, and I think I brought it up here. But within a matter of like an hour and a half, I'd gotten some really good news and some really bad news. How am I supposed to handle all of this? How am I supposed to react to all of this? And I had to think on it before I decided what emotions I was going to apply to everything. We might pay for this presumption all sorts of absurd actions and ideas. That's okay. That's okay. I want to hear your absurd ideas. I love them. Nevertheless, we will find that our thinking will, as time passes, be more and more on the plane of inspiration. In fact, we have come to rely upon it. In fact, it's not in there. That was for me. We usually conclude the period of meditation with prayer that will be shown all through the day that what our next step is to be. I usually meditate at night. I'm a night guy. I kind of conclude my day with meditation. So we especially ask for freedom from self-will and careful to make no request for ourselves. We may ask for ourselves, however, if others will be helped. We are careful never to pray for our own selfish ends. Many of us have wasted a long time doing that, and it doesn't work. You can easily see why. All right, I'm going to let you guys know, God does not do money. God does not do football. God doesn't do a lot of things. Okay? We are talking about a spiritual plane here. Okay? We invented money. What makes you that my God doesn't care about money? Which is why I'm always broke. You guys can laugh at that one. It's fun. I got a roof over my. I'm surviving, man. All right. But the part that I really like but the part that I really like here is is how we are praying. Okay. The only thing that I ever ask for, and I'm not saying I haven't in the past, but my prayers nowadays consist. The only thing I ask for is to keep me clean and sober every day. That's the only thing I ask for. Okay. I might ask for some direction throughout the day, but the bulk of my main prayer, no, I pray for other people. I ask to get out of self. I ask for the right direction or thought throughout the day. And that's how I start my day. Something comes along, God, need you. Okay. Something happens, God, thank you. Okay. Get a green light. Thank God. Thank him for that. Does he do traffic lights? No. But thank him anyway. All right. Because you never know why he gave you that green light. We are careful never to pray. If circumstances warrant, we ask our wives or friends to join us in morning meditation. I did not do that. I felt very uncomfortable doing that. Maybe someday I will get to the point, man, that is really odd. Maybe not. Okay. But what I want to do is get down to the bottom part and to the next page here. So as we go through the day, we pause when agitated or doubtful, and we ask for the right thought or action. We constantly remind ourselves that we are no longer running the show. Okay? Remember that. You're not in charge anymore. Because when you're in charge, you fuck things up. Right? Kind of think of it this way. You just started a new job and you're an apprentice at something, and God is teaching you how to do this job. So you got to follow directions, and you have no idea how to do this, right? I did not either. You're going to feel like it'll 2 years old, okay? And it's going to piss you off. It pissed me off, man. But I knew what was going on. They weren't trying to make me feel that way, and we all go through it, okay? You're not going to be able to avoid it. You stunted yourself. You stunted yourself emotionally, mentally, and spiritually when you started drinking. You started stunting yourself. Okay, especially emotionally. Okay, I'm 50 years old, going on, and I'm feeling feelings I've never felt before. And you guys don't have to wait till you're 50 to do that either. By the way, Thy will be done. We are then in much less danger of excitement. I love it when he brings this up. Excitement, fear, anger, worry, self-pity, or foolish decisions. Excitement, I relapse on excitement more than anything. Okay, because my brain was like, ooh, happy times. Guess what happens when happy time? Well, party, right? But give me a death, I'd be able to stay sober, right? Just out of pure fuck you, I'm gonna stay sober. But when the happiness, nobody talks about that. Okay, that's why we can't get too excited, because we don't know what to do with ourselves. We become. I'm gonna tell you, if you get excited, I'm gonna tell you what you should do. Go to a meeting immediately, as fast as you can, or talk to somebody in the program and pass on that excitement, man. We do not tire so easily, for we are not burning up energy foolishly as we did when we were trying to arrange life to suit ourselves. It works. It really does. I love one of the best lines. We alcoholics are undisciplined. Period. There is no, oh, well, you might not be, and you may be, and you know. No, we alcoholics are undisciplined. So we let God discipline us in the simple way that we have just outlined. Okay. Now, in my day and age, when I think of discipline, I'm thinking I'm going to get smacked with the belt, man. Okay. I am scared of that fucking belt. But that's not, don't take it that way. Okay. There's not bad you. No. Discipline in this is more of a structure and learning in a comfortable setting. Okay. But this is not all. There is action and more action. Faith without works is dead. The next chapter is entirely devoted to step 12. 2, 3. It wasn't 12. Yeah, it was. Because we're on this page. I'm still waking up. Today I humbly ask my higher power for the grace to find the space between my impulse and my action, to let a flow and cooling breeze when I would respond with heat, to interrupt fierceness with gentle peace, to accept the moment which allows judgment to become discernment, to defer to silence when my tongue would rush out to defend, to attack or defend. I think that's the big one. You know, there's a guy in my home group, Jack, and he talks about this, you know, reserving the right to shut the fuck up. He says, you know, I make through it most of this. I keep my mouth shut. He'd been in the program for a while. We both had the same sponsor, Ray Hayworth. So I promise to watch for every opportunity, turn toward my higher power for guidance. I know where this power is. It resides within me, as clear as a mountain brook hidden in the hills, is the unsuspected inner resource. I thank my higher power for this world of light and the truth I see when I allow it to direct my vision. I trust it today and I hope it trusts me to make all the effort to find the right thought or action today. Isn't that what it's about, right? All we have is today. All we have is right now. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's gone again. Oh, see? So all you have is right now. So live in the moment, okay? And work towards recovery, not sobriety. Do yourself a favor. Deal with your trauma. I'm going to tell you this. Every single one of us has pre-diabetes, okay? Go see a primary care physician. You do. Alcohol is 90% sugar, okay? Oh, no wonder I love sugar. Why was this stuff not taught in treatments? Okay. I'll tell you why. Because it's not recovering alcoholics in the treatment centers. That's why. Nadak did not like hearing me say that. He got so mad. Maybe that's why he didn't send me the information he said he'd send me. All right, guys. That's a totally different thing. I will see you tomorrow. All right. We got another great podcast coming up. Don't forget, we got Throwback Thursday this week. A lot of stuff coming up, man. And the new computer's going. It's my happy dance. I love you guys. Peace out and